Hi everyone, welcome back to the CATKing's NMAT Daily. This is Anisha here, and today we are going to be talking about what is your benchmark target for NMIMS, all the campuses, all the programs with your NMAT exams. Okay, so we are going to set this benchmark with respect to previous year's cutoffs. So it's very important for all of you guys to know what was the cutoff in 2020 for all the programs. So let's have a quick run through the same, because keep this one thing in mind, NMAT is the exam which has even sectional cutoff for all of them. All right, so we have to make sure we meet the sectional cutoff as well as the overall cutoff. Okay, so when we talk about the 2020 cutoffs for your MBA core data science, so core is the flagship program. Data science is the program of analytics, 1 year in Mumbai plus 1 year in Purdue program, and your MBA HR program. All of these, the overall cutoff was 235. Each of the sections, that is quants, verbal, and LR, the sectional cutoff was 76. Okay. Now, this was the cutoff which was last year. Your target should be, if I want to get into NMIMS Mumbai, should be a minimum of 240. And each of these sections keep a benchmark of 80, so that you are safe. You're not on the borderline, because kabhi ho sakta hai 76 ka 78 ho jaye. This year they did not keep different cutoffs for quants, verbal, and LR, but maybe next year quants ka cutoff is lesser, verbal ka cutoff is higher, LR is higher. Depends on the overall difficulty of exam. This year was the first year of the adaptive pattern, so it was same cutoff across the sections. May not be the case next year. So your target should be a minimum of 80 in each of the sections plus an overall 240. Okay. Then we talk about now the other campuses. Good thing is all the other campuses also now, instead of PGDM, it is called as MBA itself. So you're going to get MBA from all the campuses, whether it's Bangalore, Navi Mumbai, Hyderabad, Indore. Okay. Now, if you look at the cutoffs, Bangalore, the cutoff was 230. Navi Mumbai, the cutoff was 230, which is a very big thing that after Bangalore, we do not have Hyderabad and Indore, but we have Navi Mumbai because of the proximity that it has with respect to Mumbai and, the kind of corporate exposure which you can get, which overall makes the campus much better, right? So Bangalore and Navi Mumbai, you had each section cutoff was 73 and the overall overall cutoff was 230. Then we talk about Hyderabad and Indore. All of the sections, it was 55 and an overall of 200. So this was for all the off campuses. When you will fill the application form, you will hear this term of off campus program. Okay. Then we also have two programs which come under the separate college, which is called as NMIMS COE, which is Center of Excellence. It is in Mumbai campus, the same building as the NMIMS core program, but it's under a different school of management, a different wing which is there, which you have two programs called as digital transformation and business analytics. Now this business analytics is 2 years, Mumbai itself, not Purdue, no other associations. Okay. For this, the cutoff was overall 210, each of the sections 60. Okay. One last program which is there is called as the NMIMS Pharma Management Program. The cutoff was somewhere around 200 plus. In pharma, you usually have once a cutoff is set, shortlist is declared. Even after that, sometimes the cutoff is lowered depending on number of applications, number of seats which have taken admissions, which is there. Okay. So this is what you need to understand with respect to your last year's cutoff. Okay. Now, what next? We already know our syllabus, we know our paper pattern, we know our cutoffs. Now it's time for you to set your benchmark. Okay. So I want you all to keep 5 things in mind, which you're going to do all throughout. First one is, what's my target? So the target is to get a 240 plus, which means 80 in each of the sections and 240 overall. This is what you have to aim to get into your mocks. Okay. When you're giving your mocks, you have to give a set of mocks of adaptive as well as non-adaptive. बिकॉज अडेप्टिव में आपको वही डिफिकल्टी के क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं जो आपको आता है. नॉन अडेप्टिव में यू विल गेट set questions which makes you prepared for the tougher questions. All right. So if you check out CATKing's course as well, you have adaptive plus non-adaptive mocks. So we know our target, we know which marks we have to give this. That's the second thing. Third thing is you have to get into the practice of studying on a daily basis. So make that operating rhythm. Unless we do not have that rhythm of every day doing one topic, you're not going to do that. So all the students at CATKing are compelled to study every day 1 hour and then go back home and solve from the books and watch the videos as well till that topic is completed. So you have to set that rhythm out for you. Fourth, you have to make sure you are analyzing your mocks and planning the way ahead. So if this week the target is to get in the first mock, let's say 200 score, analyze what's the gap. Where did you reach? Did you reach 200? Did you reach 190? Did you cross 200 benchmark? Then we identify our weak topics. Okay. Last thing, till September, all of you guys have to make sure you are focusing on completing the syllabus as well as working on all your weak areas at least second time. So once completing the syllabus and second time working on the weak areas till September. After that, we will build on to our strong areas and maximize our scores, focusing on the accuracy. All right. So this is what I have for all of you guys today. Please do subscribe to the channel, get on board with the NMAT course so that we can kickstart with your NMAT preparation as well. Any specific things you all want me to cover, topics, section, strategy, mocks, whatever it is, drop in the comments and I will take that up next for you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.